Welcome back to the Empower podcast. My name is Blaine. Today we are joined by Thiago and Kristy from Earth Natives, an NFT collection of underground miners using Earth to build a better future. And the cool thing is the profits generated from this NFT collection are going to be used to build and donate a house in Africa and Brazil with Ecoterm, who Thiago is the CEO of, and Kristy, by the way, is the co-founder of Earth Natives. So thanks guys for coming on the Empower podcast.
Thank you very much for having us.
No worries. As mentioned in the intro, you guys are using the money from these NFTs to build and donate a home in Brazil and in Africa. And Brazil, I just saw recently a video on your website where you've started that process, and I spoke earlier before the recording that actually brought a little tear to my eye, or a couple of little tears, which is, I always love seeing these moments. Makes you proud to be in this Cardano ecosystem. But maybe to start us off, we can start with a quick intro. Introduce both of you. Maybe we can start with you first, Kristy.
Okay. I'm Kristy, originally from New Zealand. I'm married to Thiago. Married to Thiago, and we lived together in Brazil for 5 years there before we came back to Australia. I have a communications background. I've been with Thiago since he founded Ecoterm, so I've been with him along the journey of getting into sustainable building. As you said before, I'm the co-founder of Earth Natives. I deal with everybody on the community side of things, all the writing, and just going along with it.
Awesome. And you, Thiago?
So I hold a degree, post-graduation in soils, and I am the CEO of the Institute Ecoterm Modular. Our goal with Ecoterm is to promote the use of earth as a construction material. And we started working in 2015 in Brazil. I opened up a compressor brick factory there. And then we start discover all the challenges that the industry holds, the complexity that is when you're dealing with earth. And then that was one of the reasons that I was studying more to learn about soils and the physical and the chemical composition of that. And we have been helping a lot of people in Brazil and propagating this technology over there. And then we come up with the idea of using Cardano platform to do a step ahead and start communicating our message worldwide. And then we found that through the blockchain, we would be able to reach a more large audience for our mission. So I guess
Awesome.
A little bit about it.
Yeah. So a degree in soil specialization, you can actually see that, expertise in how you've designed the NFTs, even in the metadata and all that kind of stuff. You can see all that kind of all those little details in that experience. So Earth Natives, what is Earth Natives as a project? So
I guess so. The whole I'll start talking. If I'm not asking the question, let me know. The whole idea of Earth Natives was it came about with Ecoterm and just really trying to promote and raise awareness of this sustainable building using earth as a material. Earth is such an abundance that we have around us, such an amazing material, natural, and the amazing qualities it has. We just really want to get the word out for that, and at the same time be able to give back. And the Cardano blockchain really provided an amazing space to do that. We've been on Cardano for a while, following other projects, just big supporters of it. And then when we started thinking about our project back in April, we originally we're just thinking more about the minerals. And we actually even minted our first NFT in July. It was just a photo of a mineral itself, but we just weren't quite sure how we could advertise that in a way that would interest people. Obviously, it's a bit of a niche. So that's when we came into creating better artwork and creating the lore behind the story. And then, yeah, so the focus of it is to really let people know that, you know, by using Earth, you can build these incredible houses. The houses themselves are very quick to build, very clean to build, and the qualities that it gives to the house are incredible. And by being able to promote this and at the same time donate a house to families in need, we just couldn't think of a better reason not to do it.
Yeah, I think it's a good point as well about the collection, and then what makes the whole project very, very unique is that we partner with two geologists here in Australia, and with their help, we managed to do research, get all the data from over 3,000 different type of minerals. And we did, so on the design, as you can see here, every character holds a mineral right on the chest, and then that mineral, they all look different, and then they all have different names, and then they all have different hardness, and also they carry on the formula or the metadata. So these, it is a learning project, educational project, because but what this has to do with Ecoterm. The reason that we did this is because Earth, it's a very, very complex material. The Earth, the dirt that you have in front of your house now, it's completely different from the one that I have in front of my house here, or on the farm, or on the other farm as you move along. And then when you're using the earth to build with, it's important to know what are the chemical composition of the earth, and then the physical composition as well. So showing the different type of minerals, so many of the possibility, we want to highlight that that the earth that you got there could have lots of those different minerals, and maybe those minerals go well when they are compacted and used as a material to build with, but also they might don't work well, like if you have like a sodium or other chemical compositions that would not react well with the cement or other agent that you're going to use to stabilize the soil. So that's the reason that we did those minerals.
Interesting.
And then, yeah, that just makes more sense once you get to. I mean, like one of the things that we kind of struggling with the project, like because of the project behind like the curtains, it's so complex. It's so much to learn about it. It is hard for us to communicate all that. So only like the community that really follow us really close, that follow us on Discord, and then we chat closely. They know what's kind of going on, and we believe that this short term it is a big challenge, but long term is going to be advantage for us as people get to know more, they'll understand the complex behind, and then they'll get more interested into figure out, and then
well, this is step one. This is step one. I really like the idea around creating a NFT collection, like your ones are like profile picture NFTs. Well, that's kind of like the visually that's what they look like, but then you're bringing this educational component into it as well. And yeah, I think it's just a really creative way to make this more than just an image. There's a deeper message behind it. There's educational value behind it. Yeah, so I really like what you guys are doing. Can you maybe talk about from the mission, you've just spoken about, I guess, the mission, but one recent thing that I saw on the website was the house that you recently donated. Can you talk about that and maybe yeah, the reasoning for that. And so this one is in Brazil, so the house in Brazil. Can you maybe speak a bit about that story?
Yep. So you said we haven't actually donated the house yet. It's an ongoing process. So we've actually just we've moved Trinidadi, the mother of the family. We've moved her and her 2 daughters out of the house and provided them with a rental property to live in. And we have demolished their current house and cleared the land. So that's where we're currently at in the building process. So we'll be able to start doing the foundation then. So at the moment, Kachi is she's running the building team in Brazil. We've worked with Kachi for many years. And she herself knew of Trinidadi in her township. And she's known to be a single mom with daughters who have special needs and just has always quite struggled. They've never owned, had the means to live a life that many of us do have. And so she was chosen for this specific reason to be given this house. Because the current house, I don't know if you saw one of the videos, it wasn't a stable house. It was quite a dangerous house to live in. They were constantly at risk. It could, and so so that's why we'll be able to give her one to help improve her life. Yeah,
and this is at the same time that we're giving back to the community. We're also using that as a showcase, and that's the main reason that we started building in Brazil. Because we have all the support that we need. Kachi, as Chris introduced, Kachi has been with us for a long time. She's a member of the Institute Ecoterm, and she's one of the factories that's member of the Institute. And what we're going to be doing as we build, because this is part of the utility of our NFT, is to be able to constantly update the holders how the house is going, how the building is going. A lot of people in this space have no idea what's necessary for you to build. Not even about the paperwork that's necessary, all the steps to go through. So I think this is going to be a really rich experience for the holders. And then as soon as we start actually bring up the walls, and then that's when we're going to be seeing something that's new, different, and has a lot of potential, which is the interlocking compressor bricks. So be able to showcase the house being built is one thing, but showcase an ecological house with a new technology that has a lot of space to grow worldwide. That's the main goal. So if we can manage to bring awareness about this construction method, we're going to be very happy with that. And then we are aiming to do this towards content creation, like making videos. Those videos, sorry, my son's on the room. So those videos, they have this mission of creating awareness about the project, also about the construction method,
as well as the Cardano blockchain. As you know, all of our builders are wearing uniforms, with NFT from our community members. We asked a lot of our community members to volunteer up their NFTs, which they did, and we put the picture onto the uniform and logo. Yeah, it's really cool. So we've even had quite a few people ask us how they can buy a shirt themselves.
Yeah, so it's like we understand this. We got to understand this in kind of like a two phases, like two fronts. One, it's using Cardano and then promoting Cardano for the Brazilian community that's seeing the whole thing happening. And that's the reason that we have a big brand of Cardano on the back, on the chest, on the arms. So the idea is bring more people on board on Cardano. And then on the other side, for who is already in Cardano, and it's in your community, we want to showcase what's being doing on the construction side. So it's we have those two.
Yeah, there's benefits from multiple angles.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot there. So I like to think of Cardano as like an impact sort of blockchain. There seems to be a lot of people within this community that want to do good, and you see that all the time. This is just, you guys are just one example, but then also tying that into some business. So like Ecoterm there's a business component there, but this idea that you can integrate, doing good, blockchain, and business in this sustainable way. And then also having an NFT that has utility, so linking that with this building process. And so the NFT holders can contribute to, the construction of these homes, but also they're learning about how this as an alternative construction method, which is good. And then also giving them exposure to, I guess, how some people live in other parts of the world that may be different to you. And you're just getting this holistic picture of just how the world is and the people within it. We're all different circumstances, and you have Cardano and other blockchains that are looking to, provide value and access to resources and opportunities that probably wouldn't exist without blockchain. So yeah, I really like that. Maybe the roadmap, you kind of touched on it, I think a little bit. What does the next, I guess, year look like for you guys?
Yeah, so we recently actually, with our community's support, changed our roadmap, or updated a little bit. So our collection now has actually become a lot more limited. So currently with our Armadalis collection, it is a total of 1,333 NFTs. Mm-hmm. And then we've obviously got 2 more drops to make. With the second one will be the dance, and then after that we'll have the Mercatus.
Yeah.
So the total of the 3 collections and the 1 exclusive collection of the Alado will be 4,000 NFTs in total for Earth Natives. Mm-hmm. So this will be the first quarter of the year, and in that quarter we'll be building and finishing off the house in Brazil. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Obviously holders as well, just throwing in another utility there. If you are a holder of the Armadalis, you're going to be involved in pre-sales and then have early access to the other.
Gotcha.
The other, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have a follow-up project. We haven't released much information about that at all just yet, but the idea is we're going to be following up with a project called Earth Builders, and then that's where we'll be building the house in Africa.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, so oh yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no, I just forgot my train of thought. So you ask a question, I'll see if I remember it.
Sorry about that. Cut off your train of thought. No, just saying there's a lot of people listening to this. If you're listening to this, you're obviously following Empower in some way. And I think there's a lot of people that are part of our community that would love to be, would find what you guys are doing super, super, super interesting. So at the end, I'll get all your social media stuff and we'll link them all below and all of that. But I highly recommend people go and follow you guys, because there's a lot of overlap in values, ideals, and mission. So I think it makes sense. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say after that as well. Did that spark your...
I'll say you now. Because you mentioned about and all those things we have in common with Empower, and I hope that in the future we could, if we establish ourselves in a good way, building Africa, we could try and introduce this technology for the house that's being built through the Empower.
Yeah, and I think that would be good.
And I think that would be even nicer if you could make this through the community, with the support of the community, and then engage on that goal. That would be amazing. Just be something that comes to add to it.
Yeah, I think there's definitely, that makes sense, that sort of collaboration. So I'm sure we've solidified this partnership now, so we'll grow together. as Empower and Ecoterm and Earth Natives. Combine our communities, more the merrier. Yeah, I was just wanting to say, just while we're speaking about the Cardano community, we met each other at the Perth Cardano Summit earlier this year, and before this podcast, we didn't actually realize that we met each other before. So that's, I don't know, goes to show the value in these little Cardano summits, which are cool, and bringing together like-minded people, and who knows what sort of collaborations can occur after those little moments. I just thought that was personally pretty cool.
Keith for Power Stake Pool.
Keith, shout out also Power Stake Pool.
And then Keith is with us. He's our developer, and it's been amazing work with him. He's a really, really, really cool guy, and it's amazing the work he's been doing with his stake pool as well.
Shout out to Keith. We'll add a link to his stake pool below as well. And the art, shout out to your artists. They do awesome work. I really like the art. Like it's one of the better looking NFT projects out there, even from that visual point of view. And then you tie in these deeper layers to it as well. So, and then on the NFTs, there's still some minting, I believe. So head on over there. So this is the first round of NFTs, which is the Armadillos. I love the link to the animals as well. I love the link to the I'm an animal lover, so that's hits a soft spot for me.
Yeah, and I don't know, we actually chose each animal specifically because they do have a connection to Earth, the way they survive and what they need to survive is using the Earth and being underground.
Yeah,
and then, as they a little bit closer to the surface is the whole idea of the story.
I love it. And even there's you go. Sorry.
I just went once Earth Natives finish with these 4,000 NFTs. Then when we're going to be launching Earth Builders, that's the start of them coming out back. Return to the surface. The planet has already kind of cooled down, but we'll not talk much about it.
Leaks, exclusive leaks on the Empower podcast. The storyline as well, the whole story around this is obviously all like very thought out. And if you go to the website and you read the story, is that you, Kristy?
That's me.
That's you. You did a good job with that.
I'm currently continuing that story because obviously we left it at a continue. So that's my project at the moment.
The storyline is good.
I just wanted to touch base as well. We haven't actually spoken. For those who haven't bought an NFT of ours, and you don't know, it comes with a piece of music, which you have the rights to. It's just a breath of fresh air, really. This music's something to really remind everybody to just, take a breather and be at one and just, be calm and enjoy.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise when I bought an NFT, was seeing the music attached to it. It was nice, a nice little touch.
It is part of the community, full ownership and rights, commercial rights for the artwork and for the music as well. It's all yours.
Yeah. I think this has got to be one of many podcasts, but maybe we'll probably be closing this one up. But before we do, how can people connect with you guys and support what you guys do?
So obviously, I think on Twitter, direct messages are open if anyone wants to approach us that way. So go on to Earth Natives. I'm pretty sure we are Earth_Natives on Twitter, or our website, earthnatives.io. That will have the links to all of our social media platforms. You can jump to our Discord. Me and Thiago are on Discord every single day. It's a small community, but it's a great community. Always there. Any questions you have, if we don't answer, one of our foremans will answer. We're all named after mining positions.
Underground.
Nice. So
yeah.
So there, and so these links will be in the description, podcast, YouTube, and also, another reminder to head to the website and mint some NFTs. So if you like NFTs, just even from a profile picture perspective, and you kind of buy some for the fun of it, these ones have extra utility, and they actually are used to make real world impact. So just another incentive.
It's only 200 left, up to less than 200 left.
Yeah. And the collection now has decreased by more than half, so less supply from that point of view. But yeah, so all of that information will be down below. Love what you guys are doing. We'll obviously keep in touch and do more podcasts in the future. Maybe we can do another one soonish with a share screen, and we can, because there's a lot of beautiful visual elements and stuff like that. So maybe we can do another one soon and go through all of that. But until then, everyone listening, thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Sounds good. Thank you very much,
Thanks, Blaine, for your time.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
And for listening, everyone.
Yeah. Love the power.